Hello and welcome to Dimension 20 Live! My name is Brennan Lee Mulligan. I'm your humble dungeon master. The question is, with Riz and Fig missing, do we have all of our intrepid heroes here? Say hi, intrepid heroes!
Hi, intrepid heroes!
Oh my goodness, back from Europe. Oh, it's delightful. Guys, this is Dimension 20 Live, presents Fantasy High sophomore year. This is a weekly actual play D&D show where we go into the recurring adventures of the bad kids and heroes of the Eggford Adventuring Academy. Some business to clear up real quick up top. Number one, we just finished another season of our show that you can find on dropout.tv about adventures in magical New York City. The Unsleeping City had its final finale this last Tuesday, so if you want to watch us in a different world with different adventures, you go to dropout.tv and make that happen. Another thing we want to talk about is to clear up, how the heck are you guys supposed to watch Dimension 20 Live, the continuing adventures of the bad kids, of our heroes from the Eggford Adventuring Academy? It's real simple. Every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Pacific time, we're live on Twitch. Then what we do is we take that live stream, we polish it up real good, we make the sound real nice, we put captions and stuff on it for our deaf and hard of hearing friends, and then about 6 days later, we put it up on Dropout. So for those 6 days, you'll be able to catch the stream if you missed it live, because it'll be free and available on Twitch while we're fixing it up. Once it's fixed up, it'll be on Dropout for you Dropout subscribers, or it'll be on Twitch for our Twitch subscribers. So the moral of the story is, if you're a Dropout subscriber, you always get the best quality stuff. You always get the highest, glossiest Dimension 20 Live videos with the captions added. And if it's not available yet, you just go watch it for free over on Twitch. It'll just be free there for everybody for a couple days after it airs. If you're a Twitch subscriber, you can watch the backlog of stuff, but only the backlog of Twitch stuff, so you don't get all the extra cool content on Dropout. And if you're a free watcher, hello, and you can just watch it for free live or for a couple days afterwards. So just letting you guys know how you're supposed to watch this stuff. Hopefully this is fair for everybody, so you always get that good stuff that you want to watch, and nobody can watch stuff that other people can't watch, and you don't have to pay for more than one thing. Cool. If any of that's confusing, feel free to tweet at Dropout.
Brennan LM. I'm hearing that the sound didn't work on that. Can you say all that again?
All that one more time? Last week on Dimension 20 Live, our heroes discovered that their friends Fizz and Rig were missing!
Rig!
Fig and Riz were missing!
I'm changing my name to Fizz! Fizz are off.
Honestly, well, we actually met Rig, which was evil Riz.
Oh, that's fair. Rig.
That was Rig,
Yes.
baby.
We had some stuff in the morning. It ended up being that Tracker's coming along on our quest. It ended up being that we sort of, Gilear went and got coffee for people. We met Boggy the Froggy.
Or was he completely abused?
Completely abused.
I did try. I really tried.
We also met
cool.
wonderful Boggy the Froggy. Magic is real and so is my frog. That wonderful shirt with that adorable frog is available right now. Dropout merch. I think there's some kind of promotion happening right now while the live stream's happening. Rep Boggy.
Frank, can
go
you
to school. Show your friends.
More housekeeping.
A few more housekeeping things. Anyone else want to do it? Or you have more stuff about how I'm doing it? So make sure to go check that out. But discovering that Fig and Riz were missing, they fought an evil nightmare Riz in his office from a dispelled magical mirror, found out that Fig had apparently shattered magically an entire jewel store at the mall and taken a giant ruby. And we also discovered that in the photograph of Riz's dad from his office, Sandra Lynn and Sklanda could both see a tabaxi woman in an evening gown. You guys headed to Bastion City, and we ended on the same day, the first Saturday of your spring break, going into spring break. We ended in Bastion City, outside of the Hotel Cavalier. But that's not where our first scene takes place.
What?
No.
Why wouldn't it?
Why wouldn't it? So naturally, you would assume it would take place there. Instead, it takes place in Riz's office. No. The night before.
No.
Ugh, this will end well.
Yeah.
Riz, you are in your office. You are getting ready for the adventure that awaits you. We've done, you just had your day talking about the new funds that you have access to, and Eggfort was saying this is 60% of your grade. You had the huge info share with Fig and Adine, where Fig talked about the gossip of different people that live near the Forest of the Nightmare King, because there's some people trying to resettle their lost ancient lands there. And also talked about rumors of something called the Shadow Cat. And Adine had talked all about Riashling Olk and all the various legends of the Nightmare King. And that nobody seemed to want to take ownership of this being. That the undead believed that he was Fey, the Fey believed he was undead, and that devils had referred to him as fighting on the side of demons. You had been pursuing the actual absence of the crown and the fact that you had narrowed down the window of where and how it had disappeared. What do you think Riz is looking into back in his office? It's late at night, you're not getting any sleep.
I think I know I knew something about Shadowcat, but I didn't know who that was or what it was. So I think probably trying to find out the identity of Shadowcat.
You start to try to find out the identity of the Shadowcat, an obvious alias, some sort of it almost sounds like mythological or folklore to you. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Come in. Okay, 20. Not nat.
20, not nat.
No one get excited.
You look through all the stuff you have. This feels weirdly more like something in Fig or Adine's wheelhouse. You're looking for aliases or AKAs of modern living criminals called Shadowcat, and you're not finding anything really. And you're sort of leaning back on your desk, sort of having a little cup of coffee, and you look over at the Sword of Shadows, which is sort of next to you. Obviously, your main weapon is your dad's old magical arquebus, but you do have that sword you got from the arcade back in freshman year. And you remember a little bit of lore around the Sword of Shadows, which is that it was actually fashioned by Tabaxi Ninja in sort of ancient past. And you start thinking about sort of Tabaxi Ninja, and you suddenly have a weird tug to that earlier sort of hunch that had sort of appeared and flitted away in your mind of a photograph of your dad, which is not anywhere in your case files, it's in your personal effects. But you do have some of those here still, mixed in with your old KVX stuff.
Great, yeah, go through them.
You go through it, you find a photograph of your father at a cocktail party with his arm, he's making sort of a funny face, and next to him is a Tabaxi woman with black fur. She's wearing an evening gown, and you see that she's raising an empty paw with a wry kind of I don't have a drink in my hand expression.
Sure.
Go ahead and make a raw intelligence check for me.
Give me 13.
Your dad didn't have an official partner working for the Foreign Service, but you know that he often, when he worked in tandem with other people, would work with partners. And you seem to recall you remember seeing this woman in very early memories once or twice, but it's hard. You're trying to recall memories when you were 3 or 4 years old. But she's a Tabaxi woman. A lot of Tabaxi in the world will look sometimes like big cats or larger cats. There will be something tiger folk or jaguar, something like that. She's notable in that she really does have the facial structure of a domestic house cat, very fine angular features. And you see that she's, it's worth mentioning that she's a little bit taller than Pac, which would put her probably 4.5 feet tall, right? So you look at all that. Give me an investigation check with advantage, if you'd be so kind.
Ooh, yeah, that's a 25.
You're looking at the photograph. The box that this was in was not filed away because it was personal effects. It wasn't work-related, basically. And this photo is old. This actually predates your birth. This was when your dad was sort of first starting out at the Foreign Service, but prior to you being born. So there's some significant sun damage, or just sort of old photo damage on this. And as you're looking at it, none of his partner's image is damaged or blurred in the same way that the rest is. It's very subtle and hard to tell because there is dust collected on the physical outside of the photo, but you're looking at like the chemical development of the actual image, and it's not developed appropriately. Like there has been no erosion or fading away of the quality of the image on the individual tabaxi.
So it looks like she's been like magically superimposed on the picture almost?
Yeah, you've had this photo forever. When you were a kid, it didn't look weird.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you missed it because you were a child. But you're looking at it and you're like, specifically, like you have not like necessarily kept this as mint as possible. Mm-hmm. And just looking at the photograph, it's like, looks perfectly, it would be almost like if a photograph had a person in it that was very much in the photograph, but just the person, the image of the person, had been like kept in like a temperature controlled climate under a frame, well kept, and the rest of the photo had been left like open on a windowsill that sometimes is like cracked open to let a breeze in for like 15 years.
Well, I'm not much good at investigating magical things, so I think I tuck it away to show Adine in the morning.
Cool. Actually, do give me an Arcana check if you would be so kind. And you can make this one with advantage as well.
Oh, sweet. I'll take the first one. 20, not nat.
Dirty 20. You go and it could be magical. You do have a little like chemistry kit here with your new fancy digs that you could like give a shot to.
Yeah.
As you go to do that, you start to kind of just loosely circle around in this sort of like little red chemical marker to like put a highlight on this image. As you do so, you hear a creak of a door closing behind you.
Mom? Mom, I'll be home in a little bit, okay?
The sound is not coming from the front door, which is locked. You're up late in your office. It's coming from one of the side doors out in the main room, because you're in your back office. There's like a little central room. You hear a little...
Pull out my gun and I creep towards a corner, I guess.
Cool, give me a stealth check.
27.
You are deep in the shadows. You walk in, now give me a perception check.
Nat 20.
A standing mirror from your file cabinet room is out in a corner of your room where you didn't put it.
I slowly approach the mirror.
Are you approaching it in such a way that your reflection is visible, or no? You rolled a nat 20 on your stealth.
I think I'd kind of like to walk to the side to see if I can see anyone else in the reflection. Although I guess if I could see it, it would reflect. Yeah, I would probably look at it.
So you walk out into the room to be able to look at the mirror.
I want to be able to like see if there's somebody else there.
Oh, so you're...
Yeah, I'm going by the side.
You're going by the side.
Yeah.
So you're trying to like use the mirror to catch other people. You get closer, closer, closer. You don't see anyone hiding. You are now right up to the side of the mirror, not in front of it still, but you're up to the side of it.
Is there anything behind it?
You pass your hand behind it, and you don't, it just feels like wall and behind the mirror. You could go investigate the other room that you still haven't investigated, but you have to take a step forward.
Okay. I am going to... I'm going to try to, I guess, kind of crawl behind? Is it like propped up? Can I like crawl behind it, my little goblin? Body?
It's actually, there's not enough space between the wall and the standing mirror for you to creep behind it without moving it.
Okay. I think Riz doesn't know things that I know in real life, so I think Riz is going to slowly start creeping towards the other room.
You creep. As you creep, you immediately know that your reflection is wrong. You, like the first thing you can react to is that something's wrong with your reflection. What does Riz do? It's only in your peripheral because you're sneaking towards the other room.
I think I still have my gun out, but I'm not gonna make any sudden movements. What do you want?
A voice colder than the grave echoes from behind the mirror where you know there is nothing. Riz got gag. What do I... What? All I want is for you to look at me. Don't you want to see me?
Who are you?
You see the reflection moves even though you are not moving and gets up against the glass on the other side of the mirror like it is looking through a pane of glass at an aquarium, and you can see it puts its hands up on the mirror and you see the glass move as though there is pressure from the other side. What you are looking at is a bone white goblin mannequin. Its joints articulated into blackness underneath. Whatever skeletal structure the mannequin rests on has black joints. It is capable of movement, but it looks like it is made either of bone or ivory, except that it wears a white shirt, a little vest, and sort of gray pantaloons. It has a pure white wig in a kind of Lord Fauntleroy style, like a little princeling. You see that this thing, the face has 2 nostril slits, 2 eyes that are matte black in the white ivory of its face. Instead of a mouth, it is just a carved dark line, and as it speaks, the lips don't move. But it has a little hair, and it takes out like a long white wand, and you see it says, Riz got gag. You don't recognize me? I am your romance partner, Baron.
I have a confession to make. Baron's not real.
You should be very careful about saying such hurtful things, Riz got gag. I am your romance partner, and if you demand that I am not real, I will have to drag you to the baronies to see my Stark father.
Did I summon you by pretending to have... What are you doing, you weird little skeleton boy?
That is the second hurtful thing you have said to your romance partner. Should you say a third, there will be grave consequences. I cannot control it. The things that are true about me are as follows. I am your romance partner, and I am from the baronies. The third is that my name is Baron.
What did we do on our first date?
Riz got gag. You have not been kind enough to give me that yet. But if you invent it, I promise I can make it true.
You're born with lies?
It is not my fault I am born of lies. It is the fault of the deceiver, Riz got gag. Now, why don't you do what it is that you most want to do?
I really quick try to shoot the mirror.
The mirror shatters, and you immediately open the gateway for this creature to lunge, grab you by the throat, and go ahead and give me an athletics roll.
It's not good for me, gang. That's a 9.
This creature throttles you by the throat and begins to twist your head so far that you can feel your vertebrae about to snap.
I tap out. I give up.
It starts to drag you towards the open mirror, and it says, "You have been naughty thrice, Riz and Gilear. Your romance partner deserves better treatment." Your claws
Clawing at the floor.
Yeah, you're just clawing at the floor. You suddenly realize that in your front pocket, the photo, the important piece of evidence,
Throw it out.
it slides into a slit in the floorboards. You are dragged into the mirror, and you vanish from the world as we know it. You are turned around to gaze into the vacant eyes of your romance partner, Baron, and they look at you and say, "Now it's time for you to make up more things, Riz and Gilear." And you go unconscious.
Can we be done?
Everything go in and out.
Barry broke my neck.
Yeah, we need to talk through all of that.
You guys don't like that? You guys
That
don't
was
like?
actually scary.
We're supposed to fight like big rocks or something.
I would love a big rock to fight.
Yeah,
I'm so glad you guys think I'm
People
really
went
scary.
to hell and it wasn't that bad.
I'm a camp
totally
counselor, so
scary.
if I can't tell scary stories, what good am I?
Oh my god. Oh god.
Fig.
Oh, well, that's fine.
You're fine.
Thank you, though.
Hot class. Vic just has a nice day. Goes to the spa.
Fig, you are in the deepest sleep of your life, having the most intense dreams of like, it's like having a nightmare that you're enjoying, if that makes sense. It's like a messed up dream that you're like into. It's a dream about you being so famous and successful as a rock star that you never need to talk to anyone ever again. And you are completely isolated because you need nobody. It is so much power. You begin to have kind of like a dream underneath this dream. You know when you're driving and you are like thinking deep on a subject, you're like, oh, I'm really thinking hard about this thing or whatever. And then you look up and you're like, I've driven 50 miles. Like I truly have like come to and was on autopilot for the last like 45 minutes of a long distance road trip, right? But you can remember kind of doing stuff even though you weren't physically present for them in your conscious mind. Your conscious mind is devoted to this dream of wealth, power, and fame. Your mind like isn't paying attention, is kind of having a different dream, like a dream you're not paying attention to. And in this sort of unimportant dream, you're like waking up, packing your bags, you're sending an email to Lola about getting a hotel room for the night. You're like getting your driver to like take the tour bus. You make a stop by the Elm Valley Mall. It's like sort of before working hours. You shred on your sick base and blow up an entire storefront. You like grab a ruby. And this is all just kind of the rote stuff. Again, like driving when you're thinking about something more important. It's just like a rote thing. You get back in your tour bus and you head down to Bastion City with this sick diamond. Oh, right before you get on your tour bus, you do summon your dad because you do have that warlock connection with him now. And you do play this sick riff on the guitar that you don't know if you ever played before, but it does bind him into the ruby and you carry it with you to Bastion City.
Again, though, I'm like elsewhere.
The thing that's important is this dream you're having.
Okay. Wow.
That's what's super important. As you are traveling south, you eventually arrive at a place called the Hotel Cavalier. And as you walk in, you see the lobby lined with beautiful, full-length gilded mirrors. That's where we're going to cut back to much later that day. This is Bastion City. Spiring, tall buildings all around you. As you see the buildings around you, hold on one second. It is nighttime. You see like people moving through the streets, bright lights, skyscrapers, all these sort of fantastical inhabitants of Bastion City, and you go to the downtown harbor area. As you are down there, you see there are like some seedy types around here. It's the harbor, it's Solace, but it's also where Solace interacts with the rest of the world. Lots of magic stuff here. You arrive as the final bit of light in the western part of the sky has faded and is fully nighttime. The Griffin Baxter lands at Sandra Lynn just as the hangman pulls up, and Gorgo, you pull up in the van.
Oh, where am I gonna park?
As we're parking, can I cast Comprehend Languages as a ritual spell so that I can understand what everybody's saying around me?
Absolutely, you can.
Great.
You cast it as a ritual. Look around. The Hotel Cavalier is like an old stonework place. It has this weird kind of theme around it of a mounted knight appearing in little like frescoes and like sort of like reliefs and cameos on things, but it's all these weird vines and like floral patterns. It's almost like a knight going on a quest through like a deep jungle. So there's like this weird jungle theme to everything. The rug's like a deep red with like golden spiraling like flowers and vines on them again. So it feels very like old kind of Art Deco in a way, but with a lot of stone and metal work in these plant-like kind of patterns everywhere. As you guys kind of get out of the van, stretch your legs, look around, you finish casting Comprehend Languages. Sandra Lynn's got the bow over her shoulder. She looks at all of you and says, okay, here's the deal. You have some adults here that have some adventuring experience, right? There's 3 grown-ups kind of with you guys on this trip. You've got me, Cathilda, and Gilear. See, Gilear says,
I am not an authority figure to the degree that Fig's mother or Cathilda are. You should really refer to them and not I.
Actually, I could really use a coffee right now.
That would be preferable for me. I should go do that.
you see, Sandra Lynn says, we're here at your discretion. We're here to give you advice. However, we can't take point or it affects your guys' grade, right?
Great.
So we're here to support you. And if you want to ask us for our take on something, we can. We are hirelings. We're not full adventurers. So we got to take our marching orders from you guys, okay? Mm-hmm. Cool.
Great.
So should we check out the hotel first and try to
Yeah,
find Fig?
let's do that.
Should we find the tour bus?
Hey, while I was driving, I kind of zoned out and had some thoughts. Was just remembering that picture and the fact that the arm was going around someone that we couldn't see.
Yeah.
But then there's also no pressure of something touching the arm, correct?
Yeah.
I take out the photo.
And there's no spells on the. You tried to put detect magic on the.
Detect magic and dispel magic. I
But
guess I could cast the identify spell on it.
Well, my question is, what if there's no spell on that? There's spell on the people who see it. So since we don't see it, maybe there's a spell on us. Or since Sandra Lynn sees it, maybe there's a spell on her.
Okay.
I don't know.
Huh. Yeah, who else could see it again? Riz's mom?
Yeah.
Riz's mom and Sandra Lynn.
I guess not to tangent, but Sandra Lynn, did you have any bad dreams last night? Did you have a nightmare or anything?
No,
Huh.
not really.
Would you mind if we cast detect magic on you?
Yeah, by all means, go for it.
Detect magic I also would have to do as a ritual because I don't have it stocked. So it's going to be 10 minutes.
Sure, maybe we take that time
And
to...
it would mean it's a concentration spell, so I'd have to drop comprehend languages. But that's fine. It wasn't important.
Sandra Lynn says, sure, that makes sense.
I can cast it as we walk.
So should we walk around and look for the tour bus?
You want to start walking to the hotel?
Cool.
Yes.
Cool. You park your stuff, the hangman's there, you see the hangman says,
Master, do you wish me to accompany you into the hotel?
Oh, Mike, that wouldn't be very. That's not how things go down here. I don't, up back Elmville, you have free reign, but here in Bastion City, we gotta play it cool.
All right, I will stay with the bird lion, and I will accompany the, I guess, van as well.
Yeah. What I mean, hey, if you get bored, just chat in our minds. Like, just hit me up.
You see that Sandra Lynn looks at you and says, also, is this priority right now at this moment? Because Fig is missing, as is Riz, and time is of the essence.
Right. I guess.
I think it's a good lead because right now all we have is this photo. I mean, we could be looking for.
I mean, it takes
Fig.
10 minutes.
let's
We can
go to the
walk
hotel.
towards the
Yeah,
we can
hotel,
do- yeah.
and then once we get there, it'll be done.
Let's do it.
Cool. So
Is Gilear with us?
yes, Gilear's with you.
Is he getting that coffee? Is that what you're...
I was gonna check up on the coffee and then I decided, let's keep him here.
Gilear nods. You see Rog takes out this big glaive. He's now fighting with a pole arm.
Sweet glaive, dude.
Honestly, thank you. I think it's sick as hell. Let's just see what's up. Like, so we're gonna go in there and just open up, just
No,
hack and slash,
not at
just
all.
like
No. This is going to be a conversation based.
We might try to get a hotel.
Yeah.
tight. Cool.
Yeah.
Great. So that's.
Sorry.
So you see that you walk up to the Hotel Cavalier. You open the doors, very beautiful and luxurious inside. You see that there is a concierge desk, there's a small lobby, very lightly populated at the moment. You see that the concierge desk has this beautiful sort of powder blue air genasi working at it. You see that her hair is kind of like flowing up around her as though in sort of a wind at all times. And you see that over by the elevators, there is a bellhop that is like a vulture Aarakocra, so like sort of vulture bird person. And you see that there are some porters also over by like the baggage area that are just look like two enormous gorillas in like bellhop uniforms.
Okay, Gorga, do you think you can contact the manager and get her to tell you which room Fig is in?
I can try.
Once
Do you
I'm done
think
with
she'd
the
talk
spell,
to
I
you?
can also cast Locate Person if that doesn't work.
The concierge looks over to you because the lobby's a little sparse right now and goes, sorry for recognizing, sir, Mr. Thistlespring. Pleasure to have you.
Oh,
we spoke
hi.
on the phone earlier?
Oh, yes, we did.
Yeah, and me too.
I
Teddy.
was
Oh, this is Teddy Geiger. This is my
Me.
friend Fabian.
Teddy Geiger.
I hung up.
Okay.
Rude. Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we're here, and you know what we want.
We're looking
You.
for.
No, I'm just kidding. I do have a girlfriend though.
This is one of Teddy.
Cather looks and goes, babe,
Babe,
what's up?
I'm trying to get an in, you know? I don't.
I guess.
Please just let me
Teddy,
go
cool
speak.
it.
I'm so sorry.
So we're just looking for. We got a show later, so I'm looking for Fig because I think we have to do our show, and so
Great.
I am here doing that. I'm looking for Fig.
Well, excellent. So I guess, text your bandmate.
Awesome. Well, my question is, I know that Fig has this thing where like she rocks out so hard that she breaks her crystal a lot, and so I think she broke her crystal.
Oh, no.
So if you could just like, call up, that'd be so nice. I mean, and we and if you want to go to the show, we could probably swing some
Wow,
tickets. Yeah.
thank you. Sure, we'd be happy to call up. What room do you want us to call up to?
The room that she's in. Whichever one she's in.
Great. Well, we can't give out guest information, so if you can give me a room number, I would be so happy.
Let's
to...
try 101. Let's go for 101.
Okay, 1 second. Hi, hello. Is Fig Faith there? No, that's not who you are. Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Oh, duh, she was 102.
102.
You were 101.
Teddy, thank you,
I'm
Teddy.
so sorry. I have the
Thank you,
itinerary
Teddy.
right here.
Okay, so Fig Faith is in room 102. Great.
Teddy's our.
Is my detect magic spell ritual done yet?
You see that it goes, hello? Okay. Hi, is Fig Faith there? You're not that person? Okay, great.
It's funny.
So let's say you have bad information.
That's so crazy.
I'm
Because she
check-
definitely said 103, and that's what I just said.
No, you said 102.
No, I didn't.
Oh, so
No, I didn't.
you see what happened here. How many rooms are in this hotel?
You see that.
I called out to order room service.
Incredible. You cast Detect Magic, right?
I did.
Um,
And it's a 30-foot radius. 30 feet in front of you. If you sense magic in sway, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic, if any.
the concierge has a transmutation effect on them.
Transmutation.
Oh my god, are they doing magical plastic surgery on themselves?
What do you mean?
Can I cast Dispel Magic on the concierge?
You
Her cheekbones just sink.
absolutely can. And I believe Dispel works on anything 3rd level or lower, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, that's correct.
Cool. So, you cast Dispel Magic, and the concierge transforms into what looks like an extremely intense-looking tiefling, but with full scaly red wings and a long, wicked, barbed tail, wearing insane-looking, like, abyssal armor. And you see that the concierge goes, kill them! Everyone roll initiative.
What? What?
Sick.
104! Room 104!
Now I called that in order.
Cool. Great. Everyone go ahead.
But I
and-
didn't say any auras around us or around Sandra Lynn.
When you had Detect Magic?
Yes.
Sandra Lynn didn't have any aura.
And we didn't either?
Other than the magic you guys are all aware of and accustomed to. That one you would definitely have. Rad as hell. Let's go around the table and tell me what you got.
Do I get to roll?
I would actually like Emily and Murph to both roll as well, if you'd be so kind.
24.
13.
Take it off.
Riz, 24. What did Fig get?
13.
Fig got 13.
You wake up, you're
Gorgon.
tied to a chair.
Not
by
one,
Darren.
so I got a 2.
We got a nat one.
Initiative roll plus
Do
my
you roll
1.
advantage on initiative as a
As
barbarian?
a barbarian?
Maybe not. Maybe that's a 9th level ability.
Okay.
To Adine.
I got a 20, not that.
Adine gets a dirty 20. Fabian.
14.
Fabian gets a 14.
10.
And Kristen with a 10. Awesome. You guys have a moment as Adine is casting the spell, and while I finish doing all of your hirelings initiatives right now, go ahead. And what do you guys sort of start doing, or right before that moment that Adine does that? Has anyone else been like doing any investigation or anything else like that?
Yeah, I would like to investigate.
Yeah, is there like a book in front of her that has room numbers in?
Did you have advantage on your initiative?
Oh yeah, you
That'll
do
be a
because of
tracker.
tracker.
Yes, you have advantage on your initiative roll.
19. But then that makes it a 16.
Is so bad.
Incredible.
horrifying dex. Yeah. A -3 to dex. It's crazy that I'm alive.
Adorably clumsy.
Yeah, I know.
You're just dropping baguettes
Oh.
and oranges all over the place.
I've got eyes on
no.
those gorillas and that vulture.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, good call.
yeah.
Incredible. I want everyone here to know that Gilear Faith, on his first initiative roll of Fantasy High, rolled a nat 20.
Yes.
It's gonna be a good year.
Well, I can't wait to see his first move.
Gilear, can people know what Gilear's health is?
Well, he may go first, so we'll wait for his first turn, and then we'll show
Proud of him.
what his stats are. Truly insane. Hold on one second. Go ahead guys, and describe what you're trying to investigate in the room.
Yeah, I want to see if there's a reservation book on this counter of the tiefling that we're talking to.
Right before you cast spell, give me an investigation check.
Great.
With a 4 investigation, I'd love to know if the gorilla, the vulture, seem to be moving with this fiend or tiefling.
Seem to be you see that the bellhops and porters of the hotel immediately leap into action.
I got an 18 investigation.
You look at the guest book. You see that the guest book does have Fig's signature in it.
Dope.
Does it say room number?
It like looks uncertain, right? Like it's like not really big.
Not really
Looks
quite
even
Fig,
fancier
exactly.
than Fig.
Can I look over Adine's shoulder to
so
see if
fancy.
Fig's room number is there next to her signature?
Oh, sorry. What are you trying to see?
Fig's room number next to her signature in the guest book.
Fig's signature next to her room number. You see that the room number next to it is it says LPH for Lower Penthouse.
Oh yeah, that's so awesome.
Oh my god.
my God,
that's
the
so
view.
demonic.
I shout that to. Oh, wait, nah. Can I mind link? I forget what I.
No,
have.
That's
the different
Pete.
season.
Different season. Different season, different
I
powers.
miss Pete.
I don't think I'm
Okay.
trying to think if Gorgog had anything he would have done, but I don't think he would have.
Truly sweating, telling so
we
many lies.
both lean over and look at this guest book. I turn to you and I'm like, it says Lower Penthouse.
Is it underground?
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Or just the penthouse under the top penthouse?
Adine, you are first to act in the initiative order. Hold on 1 second. As combat begins, you see that the concierge, this like demonic thing goes, kill him, kill him, kill him! You see that the two gorillas come rushing at you. You see that the vulture Aarakocra over by the elevator swings the elevator in, jumps in, and begins to like motion it to go down.
Kill them?
You actually now don't know what kill 'em refers to. Adine, you are first to act.
Can I? This Aarakocra is pulling on a lever to.
It's like old-timey Art Deco elevator with like the sliding chink of like interlocking metal, and it looks like the Aarakocra is going in to pull it down. As you look, you see with that dispel that there is some. You can see with your dispel magic, very minor illusion disguising these gorillas in this vulture Aarakocra.
Okay, can I? Okay.
What do they look like?
How far away is the elevator?
From you, it's about 30 feet.
Great. I would like to cast Greater Invisibility on myself, and I would like to run into this elevator, please.
Ooh, awesome. Bam, that's no sweat. You rush right into the elevator alongside this creature. That is now going to be Gilear Faith. You see Gilear Faith look around at everything happening. He takes 15 feet of movement back to the door, 10 feet of movement back to the desk, 5 back, and then 5 over laterally to the side, hunkers down and covers his head with his hands, taking the dodge action.
That's my guy.
That is Gilear Faith's turn.
Does he have like a -3 to Dex?
Because if he rolled a nat 20.
I got a 20.
Gilear Faith has, I'm going to go through his modifiers real
Great.
quick. Strength, 0. Dex, 0. Constitution, -1. Intelligence, +1. Wisdom, +1. Charisma, -2. Gilear Faith has an armor class of 10 and 5 hit points.
Let's go.
Again, we don't have to bring him.
Such a
We
cursed
do not have to bring him.
He's not cursed, he's just a guy!
Oh my God.
Some people have to be normal.
So if someone does 10 hit points of
dead
damage to him, he's
permanently.
permanently
fully dead.
dead.
Full dead at 10 points of damage.
Okay, great.
Do you know that most people, if you stab them with a sword, will die right away?
I guess.
Only if you pull the sword out of them, technically. If you just put it in there, maybe they'll stay alive. So if anybody
Incredible.
stabs him, make sure the sword stays in
Leave
there.
it in there. He's going to be like one of those people who was on a Vespa and gets impaled by a pole.
Oh
and they
no,
just,
that's
like-
so embarrassing.
Oh my God. You guys see Cathilda Cayley leaps into action, reaches into like a sort of athletic band underneath her sweatshirt to take out 2 daggers. As she does so, she is going to rush up and take a bunch of swings at our friend. And you see she viciously slashes with one of her daggers across the demon's chest behind the counter.
I elbow Chris. Pretty good for a maid, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait.
Fabian, you are
I thought you
too
said mage.
No, she's
pretty
not a
good
mage.
for a person.
It would also be good for a maid.
But also incredible for a mage. Pretty good for a maid.
God.
As you do this, Kristen, that is going to be your turn.
Okay, great. I am going to. I think I look at. I think I cast Sanctuary on Gilear.
You cast Sanctuary on Gilear. Okay, incredible.
You ward a creature in range against attack. Until the spell ends, a creature who targets Gilear will have to make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, they have to pick a new target. And then I think I run. I feel like I know where Adine was going because we had just figured out where she was. So I think I do try to run towards the elevator, but not where that person could see me. So maybe some sort of like duck and cover.
Okay, you won't be able to be hidden from the Vulture Aarakocra inside of the elevator.
Totally, yeah.
But you could like.
I want to wait and maybe take the next one down.
Oh, gotcha. Cool. Well, these are old-timey elevators, so you could like wait to jump on top of the elevator as it goes down.
That's what I do.
Cool. Kristen, that's your turn. So you're like holding your movement until such time as that you use Sanctuary on Gilear. That is your turn, and that is going to be. Yeah,
Sanctuary is a bonus action.
Awesome. Hold on 1 second. You see. Cool.
Good on you for taking care of Gilear. He needs it. I like that now we're just going to be giving a turn to Gilear protection and then we'll engage.
You know there's no saving him. He just needs to not fight. He
Yeah.
just needs to hide.
I know, I'm starting to think we need to renegotiate this situation.
He stays and watches the car.
Yeah.
You
Put him in
guys.
a metal chest in the car.
You guys see that the sort of like, and I'll just go ahead and take the tarp off this bad boy. The Cambion, which is the type of demon you see behind the concierge desk. These are, by the way, not devils. These are demons. These are chaotic evil entities, not from the Nine Hells, but from the Abyss. Points 2 fingers, erupt in jets of flame. Cathilda streaks underneath them. When she fights, by the way, it just sounds like a racquetball court. It's just like squeaks of her sneakers are so squeaky. It's like, and she like ducks under the fire. And you see this Cambion looks at the 2 gorillas and says, "Hold them!" and vanishes in a thing of flame. Anyone here can make an Arcana check that wants to.
Can I? Or am I still?
You're hidden under. You don't have a
Great. 10.
A hot 10.
A hot 10. Cool. Cambion vanishes.
I was really dreaming of a nat 20 in that moment. I was like, maybe this is Fabian's moment where he's like, I understand magic.
You're just watching your maid move around in a way that.
Damn, maid.
Fabian, that's going to be you.
All right, so the fiend is
The 2 gorillas are still charging.
Great. Let's do it. I'm gonna. Can I use Gilear as? Can I just Gilear launch me? Can I use him as some kind of
You're gonna kill him.
trampoline?
Great. Go ahead and make an athletics. Because you are jumping, you get advantage, but because you're using Gilear, that advantage cancels out. So this is going to be a flat roll.
Nat 20! Let's go, Gilear! Let's go, Gilear!
You see that at the perfect moment, Gilear goes from here and goes, huh? Presents his face for your foot to land on, and you spring off in this perfect like pirouetting shape towards the 2 charging gorillas. As they charge, the illusion totally fades from them, and you see these are these insane, tusked, bright red, purple-skinned, like ape demons from the depths of the abyss charging at you, massive fists and forearms. You have advantage on as many attacks as you make this round.
Great, fantastic. We'll start with the normal 2. Great, that's above 20, specifically 22.
That's a hit.
And then that's 26. That's 2. And I'll no, we'll cut it there. Great, and then that's 14 for the first hit, and 12 for the second one.
Ooh, 26. You leap at this thing and 2 huge stabs, getting the Sword of the Sea casters pretty much to the hilt both times. This towering, about like 10-foot tall monstrosity roars out and looks hurt, but not down for the count by a long shot.
Great.
That is Fabian's turn. We move along from there. Next one is Sandra Lynn.
Oh, hell yes.
You see...
Clear in action.
Hell yeah. Sandra Lynn is going to take some shots right away at the one that you just injured. And that's going to be, that is 1 definite hit. Cool. You see, arrow thuds into its neck for another 8 points of damage. And you see that Sandra Lynn also rushes over at Kristen with you to use her movement to jump on the thing as it goes down.
Cool.
That is going to move from Sandra Lynn to be these massive Balgura. You see the first one, actually, sorry, they're going to make some wisdom saving throws first.
No.
You see both of these Balgura race past you, even the one you injured. Go ahead, you get an attack of opportunity on one if you want.
Great, and I have the Sentinel feat, so if I hit, they stop moving. Does a 15 hit?
15 hits.
One of them is has their speed reduced to 0, and that is going to be a 15.
15 damage. This guy's now looking hurt. This is the injured one.
You'd really go for him over me?
The other one barrels past you to Gilear.
What?
And begins to...
Fabian is hurt.
What does Sanctuary do?
They both bypassed the wisdom check for Sanctuary. So you see Gilear goes, "Get them, Fabian!" Ah! And you see both of them go right for Gilear. One of them just rains, boom, boom, boom. Gilear's immediately dead. Full dead.
What?
Full dead.
What?
Gilear is
Dead?
Wait, he even took the dodge action, did he?
You're right. Hold on 1 second. He did take the dodge action.
Everyone at home, please pray right now. We need
Pray for
all the
Gilear.
energy
Pray for
in
Gilear.
the world right now.
Hold on.
And also
I will
tell everybody to
Oh
send
my
him
God!
home
Call
after
your
this bad
call your
fight.
family.
Call
Ask
All your
them.
representatives.
We need Congress
Here's the thing.
behind Gilear
Here's the
right
thing.
now.
Even with disadvantage, these do hit him on a roll of 3 or higher. So we need a 1 or a 2. I'm gonna roll it in front of the board.
Guaranteed 2.
Guaranteed 2. Guaranteed.
Oh,
It doesn't count. Come on, man.
Yeah,
it's
it
kind of like,
doesn't
I'll
count,
roll
it
again because
doesn't
it's
Yeah,
off
damn
board.
right it is.
1 or 2. That's a 19. So you see that Gilear immediately looks up, bam! He just sprawls on the floor, blood.
No death saves, full dead.
No, we can bypass death saves. The minimum damage from this thing is enough to put him way, way under.
Okay.
Gilear's immediately dead. I will remind you that Kristen does have the Revivify spell.
We have to get to you in a minute.
So that's 10 rounds of combat.
Yeah,
Okay?
but I need a really expensive diamond to do it.
I will assume that because you're going on a very dangerous adventure, you've stocked up on those diamonds. It is 300 gold pieces a pop for those diamonds.
We're all splitting it, okay?
We can have this
And
conversation
Galera's
after
going home.
Galera's going home.
No.
Galera's going
I think we just have to be.
He's
I
just
think
gonna be an
just-
intern, like a straight up,
We'll
like.
just keep him in the car.
Yes.
Unless somebody kidnaps you for not.
Just like face completely turned
A like 10 and a half foot tall gorilla socked him as hard as he could in the
Also,
back of the head.
After he ran around and
Keep
just
one
sat
of them
on the ground.
alive. I need to know why he wouldn't attack me, who was halfway through killing his friend.
Give me an insight. Give me an insight check.
Truly.
Give me an insight check.
Oh my God, this is insane. Well, I'm offended. -1, 13.
You sense that there is something in them that felt you don't think that they registered Gilear as a threat. You know that they knew they would be risking bodily harm from your attack of opportunity by moving past you, but that there was some internal calculus where they felt it was worth it to kill this person, even if it meant endangering themselves.
Wait, maybe
That means
Gilear is like the chosen
Yes,
one.
exactly. He must be very important. I mean, they didn't attack
be
me.
evil and just want to kill people.
I don't
No,
know.
Gilear must be the chosen one. That's the only. We have to keep
So
Gilear
shocked.
alive.
I'm teaching you a lesson right now.
Nope. I'm
am
honestly.
shook.
Lesson it taught me
The
is that
takeaway-
Gilear has a part to play, yes.
Yes. Me and Fig are 100%. Me and Fig, who's not there, are 100% on the same
gonna-
page. Gilear is the chosen one and must be kept safe.
I'm gonna strap Gilear to my back.
Because of Fabian's ego, he probably does actually think that Gilear is the chosen
Oh,
one.
he must be at this
Clearly.
point.
Yeah, you must be Aragorn,
Guys,
he must be
after
Frodo.
this, I'm going to have a long talk about it with
Gilear
everyone
is
about the importance of
Frodo.
Gilear.
Gilear is Frodo. Hashtag Gilear is Frodo.
Wow.
Please add Brennan.
That's insane. Wait, do they get life? Do they get points back for killing someone? Do they just see an easy kill?
I think
It might just be chaotic
They're
evil
going-
demons
they've seen
that
it,
want
like,
to kill
sure,
everything.
Yes.
They've seen the future and they're going after the
Inside-
greatest
I
threat
don't
in the
think
world.
so.
Inside of Gilear is a golden light. There's some kind of
Gilear
orb
is
or
the chosen
treasure.
one.
Inside of Gilear is yogurt.
Well, then the yogurt.
Inside of Gilear is
Yogurt.
nothing because you made him shit himself.
Okay. Hold on
Jesus.
1 second.
I knew something. I knew there was something special about that boy.
Man.
You see Tracker full transforms into her werewolf form, leaps at the most injured demon. Rod comes, swings, injures that demon as well. It is looking extremely hurt as Tracker and Rod go through it.
Hell yes.
That is now. That is going to be. The Vulture Aarakocra, boom, slams the elevator, starts to go down. You and Sandra Lynn are going to make a group stealth check, so you give me stealth. As long as it's not a nat 1, should be okay.
16.
That was the hardest miss.
Oh, sorry, 13.
13.
Yeah.
Cool. Sandra Lynn grabs you. You both jump, boom, on top of the elevator as it goes down. Adine, you see this sort of thing go, its illusion fades. This nasty vulture, like Skeksis kind of looking thing. And you see that these weird skeletal arms come out from it. This is a Vrock. It's another type of abyssal demon. Comes down, tattered, mangy bellhop uniform on it. The elevator goes down. As the door slides open and this thing pushes out, you see in a wreath of flame the Cambion appearing down here. There are 6 more Barlgura down here and another Vrock as well in a massive satanic penthouse. You see an altar with Riz spread out on it, chained up. Fig standing over him with a curvy dagger. Her eyes swollen in her head, literally with goofy spirals on them, like pew, pew.
Maybe this is like one of those massages that hurt.
I'm trying to will myself to know magic. Dispel magic. I dispel you, Fig. I dispel you. I dispel you.
The Vrock says, "Boss says we gotta kill him." That is the Vrock's turn. That is going to be Gorga.
Gorga is still trying to figure out what room. Gorga probably just screams, "No!" for Gilear. But then also there's so much going on. I think he's gonna go for the injured dude, go into a rage, and then I think I'm going to reckless attack this guy. So that's 1 attack with advantage, and that would be nat 20.
Oh, baby! I guess a savage critical, because you're half orc. So that's going to be 3d12 plus whatever you add.
3d12, eh? Okay,
Yes.
Plus 6.
I have a question.
For Gilear.
Okay, 9,
That's
10.
for Gilear for sure.
Oh, sorry.
Chosen.
15 plus 6 on the first attack. So 21.
First attack does 21. The extremely injured Bargor, are you going for that or the uninjured one?
I had the injured one.
You decapitate that one. Woo! Axe goes through. Boom! That demon hits the floor dead.
And then I guess I'll take the rest of my movement towards the other one just to...
Yeah, it's right adjacent, so it's no sweat. You're like, the lobby smells with the stench of abyssal blood. You can feel the heat of this dead demon's body. The decapitated, the neck thing, just eels start to wriggle out of his neck stump. Horrifying abyssal magic. The next one, at you roaring. Go ahead and take your next attack.
That's a 23.
23 hits.
Okay, and that's 1d12. That's only 8 damage. And then and since I raged, I can't do frenzy. So.
8 damage, cool. No worries. That's now going to move back to the top of the order. Riz, that is you. You see the elevator come down. You can hold your action if you want, because Adine goes right after you, or you can attempt to do
I'm also
something.
invisible, so you don't know.
Oh yeah, that's true. But Riz, it is your turn.
I think right now. Oh, you know what? Do I see my sword anywhere in this room?
It's up against a far wall away from here. Yes.
Oh God. Okay. I definitely can't. I'm assuming I'm not going to be able to wiggle out. I think I'm going to wait and hold my initiative, thinking that I'll like move to out of the way when Fig stabs down with the knife.
Okay, gotcha. So Adine, that is your turn.
Can I see Riz's sword?
You can see Riz's sword, and you can see a clearly dominated Fig.
Great. Is the sword within 30 feet of me?
Yeah, it is within 30 feet of you.
Great. I would like to grab the sword, and then I would like to cast Dispel Magic on Fig.
Hell yeah. So this is over a 3rd level spell.
Okay, I don't have any 4th level spells to cast it as, so... And this is my last 3rd level spell, so...
Gotcha.
Fingers crossed, everybody.
Boggy can give you the help action here.
Yes. Oh, do I have to roll? It's my
I
roll?
believe it's
Okay,
a
great,
raw
it's not bad.
intelligence check.
Oh yes, DC 10 plus the spells level.
Correct.
Oh, 2 nat 20s.
No! What? I promise the dice aren't weighted, guys.
That's insane.
I fully promise.
That is so sick.
We're scary now.
Did that work? Did that work?
Did that?
I'm so
Did it
sorry,
work?
Brennan.
Brennan, I'm
Does
so
that
sorry.
fucking
Does that
do
work?
it?
Is that good enough?
I'm gonna go ahead and say,
Just wondering.
incredible.
Everybody dies. We win.
Cool. So, and you're still under your greater invisibility, right?
Yes.
So you hear Boggy just goes. You can see through your own invisibility. Boggy, I should say, does have 1 second mood. He does have another mood beside happy to be here, gang. Because sometimes that mood would actually make you feel more anxious if your surroundings were too hellish and bad. So right when the door opens, he does enter his second mood, which is he sort of narrows his eyes a little bit and just gives a general like, I don't know about this, which is his second mood.
One of 2 moods.
One of 2 moods. The second mood is a kind of like a confused light disapproval. But the thing you cast that dispel, you see he goes back to being happy to be here. I'm gonna say with 2 nat 20s, Riz's little bundle of stuff is mage-handed across to Riz, and Fig, you move up in initiative order with the power of a 1 in 400 chance dispel magic.
That's insane.
You, boom, come out of the spell, suddenly remember all the stuff you did, but you remember it through that haze of like automatically driving, and see yourself holding this dagger in the middle of this place with Riz here. Both of you, it is your turn.
Okay, what was I just saying? Like, so I remember everything, right?
Through the haze of it all, you got here gave them the Devil's Heart, the ruby, with your dad trapped in it. They have done some kind of spell to it. It is up in the coat check room upstairs right now. So the ruby's in the coat check room upstairs, and they told you to come down here because the final thing they needed to do in order for all this to happen was to have a human sacrifice, and Riz was the person they had.
All right.
Riz, you remember something that I need to say now, which is this. You see a person that Fig doesn't see. As the Cambion appears and says, kill them, dressed all in black, but face concealed, just 2 slitted yellow eyes. You see a figure look across the room, roll their eyes, walk into shadow, and disappear.
I grab Riz, dimension door to the coat room.
And you're out of your bonds.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I
Awesome.
mean, I don't know what your plan is, but I'm just like, this is
is
bad,
good. This
bad.
is good. Yeah.
So you have your stuff, you hit him, teleport, boom. You see a room full of demons all go, oh man, what? And most of them are downstairs. You guys appear in the coat room. So that's your action. Any bonus action or anything else there?
I'll wink at you and give you bardic inspiration and be like, are we even now?
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Just so you know,
You acted
do
really
you
weird.
know that was not my choice?
Yes,
to
I
do?
know that. Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yeah. We're cool.
I'm really sorry.
It's okay.
I didn't even want to say sorry while I was doing it. It seemed really normal, but right now it feels so not normal, and I feel super messed up.
You totally don't need to apologize right now.
I need a cigarette.
Are we in the main room?
No, you guys are off in the coat check. Everyone fighting upstairs, give me a perception check.
19.
Anyone that beat a 15, here's Fig and Riz talking in the where the coats are.
Galier's dead!
What? I guess I'll rush
Did
in.
I do that? I didn't do that, right?
No, one of these guys did.
I still have a turn, right?
Yes, you still have a turn.
I guess I'll rush out into the main area.
Yes.
The ball! Hey, what's up, guys? We have a lot to catch up on. Oh my Gilear! Hold my hand out. And is there anybody who's injured or anything?
Gilear is dead. Other than that, I literally don't think they've done damage to you guys.
I actually do have a reaction. If someone's died within 30 feet of me, I can capture their soul.
Oh, no.
And I think right now, I'm just doing it emotionally. I'm just in the way that I'm I want to keep everything of you that existed. So I just capture his soul.
A wispy image of Gilear appears in your hands, and he goes,
How did I do? How was I in the fight?
You killed everyone.
I don't know my own strength. I'm so sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
I can't feel anything.
That's good.
Riz, what do you do?
I guess there's just this one big monster in here.
One big monster in here, yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll take a shot at him. But I guess I yell. Once we've got everyone rounded up, I think we need to leave. There's a lot of people downstairs. Oh, jeez. That's only a 13 to hit.
13 does not hit.
Great. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
And then I guess I'll hide as a bonus action.
Cool. Give me a stealth check.
20.
20. Cool. Cathilda is going to rush the last one there. That's going to be 2 hits. 6.
I should use the nat 20 on that guy.
6, 10, 14, 21, 28.
So many numbers.
So many.
Cathilda runs up and slits the throat of the Baralgura. Blood starts to ooze. It's still up, but she does a tremendous amount of damage.
Yes, Cathilda. Yes.
Right? Well, I do love to clean up a mess, sir. You know that.
Made human.
I'm not there for this, okay? I'm not there for
Kristen, you and Sandra Lynn are down. Sandra Lynn, but both of you guys make a perception check.
Sure. Yeah. high. Yeah, like 25.
You both know that Fig and Riz are gone, so you don't have to jump down into the elevator if you don't want.
Right, yeah. Okay, I have a question for you.
Yes.
So these are like Satanist devils.
Yes.
And the only people I think more obsessed with the satanic than Satanists are Christians.
Sure.
So can I roll like a religion check on this and try to figure out everything that's going on, like what they were trying to do, maybe where that devil's heart gem is that got stolen?
It's in the code check.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Give me a religion check.
Okay, I get advantage on this because of my book. Oh, Tony rolled away. A 20 rolled away. Okay, this is a 16.
These are a group of demons. They seem to be the staff of this hotel. You're not sure if that is a permanent thing or if that's a thing that happened recently. The leader is a Cambion, the winged, kind of more classically devil-looking one that was the concierge, seems to be in charge. There's two of these vulture ones that appear more capable of speech. And then there's the Barlgura, which are the huge sort of gorilla demons. All of them are wearing like tattered, nasty hotel garb for the most part, except for the Cambion that's wearing like nice armor. You know that demons are different than devils in a really important way, which is that devils administer the 9 hells. It is a place of lawful evilness. What that ends up meaning a lot is they are there to like punish the soul of the wicked, and they are about like contracts where you sell your soul, tyranny, subjugation, lording over, and conquering. Demons from the abyss are not about punishing the souls of the wicked. They're about being pure forces of destruction. They are chaotic evil. The abyss is not like a part of the bureaucracy of how souls get punished or whatever. Like people do end up there, but the demons don't like tend to the running of the abyss. That is like the inmates running the prison metaphor kind of place. Demons don't tend to have one modus operandi. What you do remember is Adine's lore about devils saying that that the Nightmare King had fought on behalf of demons before in the past.
Got it.
What do you do?
Try to get back up. Maybe climb back up.
Cool, give me an athletics check. Sandra Lynn is going to use her turn to give you the help action.
Great. Oh, that's good. That's really
Thank
good.
God.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. That's a 14?
Yeah, Sandra Lynn boosts you up and like gets you to pry open the doors, and you can move out back into the lobby where this fight is going.
Cool. Hey, guys!
Gilear is dead,
What?
and he's special.
Okay, I sprint to Gilear with whatever remaining I have. Can I do Spare the Dying, or is he just too
He's
far gone?
full dead, so
right.
it's going to be a revivify or nothing.
Okay.
So
Let's
reluctant.
see. I guess. let me just find it.
All of your 10s.
All right, they have all. Hey, I casted something on him to try to save him. Okay, I cast Revivify, and I spend a diamond, and I burn it.
Cool, so that's 300 gold pieces. If you guys want to like trade off who does it, or
Yeah.
I'll pay it off.
Maybe
Yeah?
we just put him in debt a little bit.
Oh yeah, let's keep
We'll take it from his pay.
Yes,
We're
and
doing
we'll
it
put it
right
on his
away.
tab.
you reach down.
Can I reach down into his pocket, take out his wallet, and try to take 300 gold pieces?
That's the
Gilear
first
does not
thing.
have to
You're
be
not
about-
even trying to
I'm
revivify.
checking the pockets of a dead man, but it's Gilear. It's okay.
Dragon madness. Nothing. You reach down as you cast Revivify in this new place of like absurdist, nihilistic doubt. Instead of like wielding the holy light of Helio to perform a miraculous resurrection, instead you just feel a powerful feeling of like, sure, why not this? Why not come back from the dead? Why would that not be a thing that could happen? And you hear, "Ah!" and Gilear comes back with 1 hit point.
Clear.
Can you tell me what's in Gilear's wallet?
I have never felt something as powerful as that demon hitting me in the back of the head.
What did you see on the other side?
You grabbed my soul and talked to me. I was there for the whole thing.
Oh, sorry if that was invasive. I was just trying to remember you.
No, I get it. It hurt.
I could sort of do like, you know, when someone does a speech at someone's funeral, but I could do it as you.
Kristen, that's your turn. In a blast of fire, the Cambion opens a gate, and all of the demons from downstairs appear up in the lobby with you guys.
We have to run, right?
At least Gilear needs to escape.
That is going to be Fabian.
All right, first, Hangman, I need you now! Sire, I am on my way! Great. Gilear, my motorcycle will be here in a second. I know you're going to shit yourself, but just get on it, all right?
What? Oh, okay, I'll do that right now.
Great! And then can I run and use him as a springboard a second time?
Cool. Give me an athletics.
He has 1 health
Takes
point
away
left.
your advantage to use him as a springboard.
It's all...
You deserve it! You deserve it!
Is that in that one?
Yeah.
Gilear is unconscious and making
No!
You
deserve
you
it.
leap up.
deserve it.
This, you think he's gonna give you his face again, but he remembers last time and turns it away. You fully crush his windpipe, leap off.
That made me so mad it burst my stitches.
Oh no! Are you okay?
No, I'll be fine. No, I'm fine. They're mostly healed, but the ones that aren't are in trouble.
That's on me, yes.
Cool. Glier's-
We had a good thing going! And then can I stand?
I can fucking cast Revivify.
Okay. So, guys, that's it for this chapter of Dimension 20. But wait, hearken. The cry of more full episodes of Dimension 20. They call out to you from dropout.tv. Will you not run to their aid with your free trial today?